Hey, hello everybody. Well, yeah.
Hope we really wants to know. He actually didn't want.
I was in that tournament. Come on.
I know.
Poker almost beat
All
me.
of us were in that tournament.
um, but yeah. So again, for those who aren't as familiar with bingo, give us a quick little rundown of what we can expect here.
In bingo, you usually see moons and other things that are not seen in other categories, or especially not in any percent. And like some goals, you have to collect the slow moons, and you can also use cool movement or things that you never see. So that's the thing that really fascinates me about bingo.
Yeah, there's gonna be purple coin collecting, moon collecting, slow moons. There's gonna be probably some kind of revisits to like Cap or Cascade or even Cloud, depending. Hopefully.
Fantastic. And because it is all randomized, you guys are gonna be just kind of figuring out your own route on the fly, seeing what's good, what's not, and making decisions as you go. Yeah.
Yep, so movement might not be as optimized as in a speedrun because we have to constantly look at the board and think, okay, I want to do that, and then I have to do this. So we don't have that much time to focus on movement.
Yeah, it's almost more so on the routing and focusing on like what moons you need to get. Make sure you don't get like a bunch of extra moons that you end up not needing and that sort of deal.
Yeah. Well, hey, that sounds super exciting. I'm looking forward to it. We have a bingo board pulled up, hidden from everyone right now. It'll be revealed once the race has started, and we can see what bingo goals are available, what which rows and columns are good and not. We can discuss from there. But for now, I think we are ready to go as soon as you guys are.
All right.
Almost ready. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just excited to see some bingo, man. I mean, this is one of those things. We're in the middle of the SMO any percent tournament right now, and this is kind of one of the ways that we're kind of showing to everyone, hey, these are all the different possibilities that are out there in Mario Odyssey. There's not just any percent; there are different categories too. But this is kind of a little teaser, a little taste of what's to come, of all the different things that maybe people who just watch any percent aren't as familiar with, seeing all the different routing options and creative ideas that people have here. So that's kind of what the motivation for all this is. It's going to be super exciting. We actually are set to go now, and you guys are both on the start screen, so I guess you're ready too, yeah?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, whenever you're ready, you can get counting down, and yeah, we'll get going. Best of luck to you guys.
Thank you.
Yep. Have fun.
Good luck to both of you.
So for those asking in chat, version does kind of matter for bingo because of different clip availability. Zinpars is playing on version 1.1 and JKB is playing on version 1.0. So they have agreed beforehand that the only things off limits are first moon skip, because Zinpars can't do it, and coin duping, because JKB can't do that. So those are the only two things that they're not going to be doing, but all clips basically are permitted, and they're going to be doing everything that they can to go fast and figure out the route. So the race is underway. The board is available to our runners right now. It should show up on screen in just a second.
Immediately, some things that people who watch the bingo tournament might notice is that there have been some new goals added. So on this board, you can already see two of them like immediately: 8 unique life uparts and catch the rabbit in Lost Kingdom. And also all regional coins in one kingdom. All those type of goals are really new.
This is actually a lot different than the bingo boards in the tournament. Goals are changed, I would say, fairly regularly. JKB, you see this often in bingo races. JKB actually had to avoid death there. In Cap Kingdom, most runners are looking at the board, trying to figure out which goals are good and not, and so they're not really paying attention to movement in Cap Kingdom because, I mean, they've done this kingdom a bajillion times, and B, they have more important things to think about.
Yeah, looking at the board here, most runners will just tell you is way more important than having a good cap.
Yeah, for sure. So looking at usually the center of the board is the most important square if you can ever figure out a way to put that in there, because it gives you the most accessibility to everything. So 50 regional coins in sand, that's a good number. So
yeah, it's really unfortunate there isn't like a total regional coins space on here. Otherwise, that space would be beautiful.
there is all regional coins in 2 kingdoms, but that's pretty slow. You could get regional coins in Lost, but if you're trying to get all the regional coins in Sand, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah,
So.
because that requires world peace.
Exactly, which is also on the board, but probably don't want to go for that one, if possible. And we're talking here like some of these goals are kind of bad, but if it turns out that column 4 is fast for their routes, then they might end up doing it. Just taking a look here, all the regional points in 1 kingdom, 14 lake is not bad. Sub areas, world peace metro. Okay, there's always something bad in a row and column. It always looks like.
I've got my route.
You've got your route. Let's hear it.
So column 3, column 4, top right, bottom left.
All right. So life up parts, sand, 100 total moons, lake, deep woods, 300 points in 1 kingdom. Yeah, I mean, so would you get all the regional coins in sand then?
No, I do it in Cascade. Personally, I always do all regional if it's an option. Cascade, I have a route that's like, I'm really bad at the game, and even I'm really confident in my route for it.
Yeah, the purples in Cascade are generally pretty quick to pick up. We can see Zinpars actually going out of his way to get the first 3 purples off to the left, and then those 3 to the right before getting the first power moon. Utilizing the down throw there because he's a Joy-Con player. I don't approve, but I'll allow it.
You have to approve after you see some of the down throw plays. He really makes the Joy-Cons work for him.
He really does. I will say, Zinpars more than any other runner, I think, really makes fullest use of those down throws. I personally don't enjoy the feel of the Joy-Cons, but the down throw is just too good. And there he's at it again, trying to get these purples under the bridge. He gets them. This man, it's just not...
He's a madman.
We're not even 4 minutes in. He's no chill.
He's already done 2 down throw strats.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. But JKB just rolling past all the purples, actually. He hasn't gotten a single purple yet. Trying to decide, I guess, what his bingo goals might be here. But Zinpars definitely wants all these purples here in Cascade. And is there an 8-bit goal on the board?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure. I'm on the same boat as you. I'm like, wait a minute. Why are they doing chain chomp?
There is 16 Cascade on the board, so this 8-bit moon is pretty fast if you're going up top to. Well,
I think that part of it is that they wanted to get
there's the life up part here.
Oh, life up.
Okay. We'll figure out the route eventually.
Yeah, listen, I do not know like any of the life up parts, so it's gonna be super disorienting for me. Where I'm like, what are they doing? Do they even know how to play Odyssey? You're supposed to take the T-Rex up.
Yeah, I know. It's like in every single category we do Dino Skip, and then these guys just like, no, I want that life heart, going up the 8-bit wall there. That's so unusual to see, but in a bingo, you see random things.
You see some pretty weird stuff in bingo. In no other run will you be like, all right, I gotta go back to Cloud Kingdom to do picture match.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best. I'm trying to think here too, because just think about everything that's in Cascade. If they wanted to do a Cascade revisit, there is 2 moves from Shiny Rocks. You could come back and get that as well for the Rolling Rock in the Cascade at Fossil Falls.
Well, with 2 moons from Shiny Rocks and the fact that 4 moons from Deep Woods is on the board, they're probably going to do both of those in Deep Woods.
Yeah, exactly. That is true. Yeah, because you can get the one right at the start that would drop down and get the Rolling Rock in Deep Woods as well. Yep. Pretty fast. Because there's no other reason to come back to Cascade. I'm gonna make sure that I'm positive before finishing that sentence. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no reason to come back to Cascade if you can avoid it.
Yeah, I don't really see anything either, unless he wanted to really come back for sub areas. Just doing the first time.
Yeah, just do them. Yeah, so I mean, here's JKB going into the diner room. Almost certain that they're looking at either sub areas or, you know, like a 14 cascade, 16 cascade here.
I think it's gonna be 16 cascade because I'm pretty sure they're both row 2.
Yeah. Row 2 looks pretty hot, I'm gonna be honest. Cascade moons are generally pretty fast, so not the worst idea. And you can get the 4 sub area moons here as well. Zinpars actually completely avoided the coin dupe rock there just to make sure not doing it on accident.
Accidental coin dupe disqualified in the first what couple of minutes for
I mean,
7 minutes.
Technically, it won't be. It's not a DQ. It's a gentleman's agreement not to do it. You know, so he's being a gentleman. Good on Zinpars.
Didn't want to accidentally show off his timpani stride.
the timpani stride patented. Thank you.
Ooh. It'll be interesting to see if either, well, so they're already planning on one revisit because Catch the Rabbit in Lost Kingdom, the rabbit isn't there until you come back to Lost Kingdom.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see if that's their worst goal on their route.
I mean, yeah, if they can manage a Lost finish, it's basically you quote unquote finish Lost, leave to Night Metro, and then immediately come back to Lost, which would be fine. But that's assuming they don't need to do anything in Metro. Unless they need like a life apart or like the 100 moon goal or something. Like pretty much everything can be done pre-Metro, I believe.
Checkpoint in snow, and
just don't do that goal.
listen, it is probably the second worst goal on this board.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because you have to finish Metro, which is 20 moons, and then, I mean, basically you would go to snow, hit the checkpoint above the ice wall, and that's your final goal. If you know, or do a revisit.
Like, hopefully it's your final.
Hopefully that's your final goal.
Route.
Hopefully that's your final goal. If not, like hit the checkpoint and then go back to Lost or something. But you know, getting those 20 moons in Metro is a lot for a bingo. And yeah, again, for those who might have been more familiar with SM64 bingos, we're not doing a single bingo. This is triple bingo. They do need 3 either rows, columns, diagonal, whatever. So they're trying to figure out a variety of goals that they can multitask here as much as possible. So Zinpars is getting all these sub areas here in Cascade. You know, he might be heading towards a 16 total moon goal in Cascade, but he's also building toward that, 10 moons in sub areas or 20 moons in sub areas, whichever one he's going for, simultaneously. So lots of multitasking happening in a bingo here, and just doing some swag strats with the chain chomps. Very nice shot.
It's interesting to see like what players do in the chain chomp room, because it's actually like I think it's actually slower to take the middle one. But it's just a lot easier. It's way more consistent.
Yeah. Like, there are markings on the ground, so if you know the correct position with the chain chomp closest to Mario, like, out of the poison, it is faster, but you actually have to, like, know the precise position, which is... I mean, you prefer not to trial and error it, you know? But yeah, so, I mean, JKB kind of warping around a little bit. Zinpars just kind of walking to all his goals here. Getting more purples. He's almost done with his purples, actually.
Zinpars actually opts not to warp a lot of the time here because it's better for the purple route in Cascade.
Yeah, that bonk. JKB doing a timer challenge. Oh, and JKB actually marked off 16 Cascade because he has acquired 16 moons now. I wonder if that's going to be it for him. Yeah, it looks like he's heading on to Sand Kingdom from here. He's done with Cascade.
Even Cascade in a solid 11 minutes.
Yeah. Oh,
Zinpars
doing... Oh my god. He did it.
Oh, so scary the whole time. You never know if you're gonna bonk there at the end.
I have never seen anyone do that just in a run. I've seen people practice that jump before because you actually don't need to go into the first 2D section there to get to that cliff side that he jumped to. It's unnecessary, but that jump is really precise and really hard, and Zinpars just, yeah, it's easy, no big deal, whatever.
Zinpars has like the no post game save areas down really well.
What a legend. Just to wait here on these platforms to get the purple coins. Yep. So only 15 more purple coins, and he does now have 15 moons in Cascade. So just one more for that goal. And he's got 6 sub-area moons as well, as does JKB. Oh, wait, did JKB go into the train chop room actually?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Pretty sure he did as well. This is the one thing with trying to keep track of bingo. There's so many different things going on, and because our runners are likely choosing different goals, different bingos, you really got to keep your eyes peeled.
Zinpars only needs one more set of 3 for 50.
And he knows where they are. Right by where the Odyssey is on revisit. Yep, there's his 16th moon as well, so mark that down.
Interesting that he didn't get these ones when he first got to Cascade then.
Yeah, maybe it was this might have been an oversight, just thinking about the route and then deciding later.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would have been faster for him to turn around after starting the kingdom and immediately get those 3. But hey, you know, it's sometimes you got to think. Thinking's hard. JKB getting coins. Nice.
JKB is trying to get a life up heart out of his slot machine.
Yeah.
But we're not really used to wanting to get this.
Yeah, this is kind of one of the weird things. Like this tripped me up when I first thought about this, because you can't the life up life up heart from the shop does not count, but slots counts. So yeah, you can just do that.
Now, is he going for the moon now, or is he trying to get another? Okay, there we go.
He's got the moon. All right.
Alright, Zinpars got his 50 regionals in Cascade.
Heck yeah. So yeah, I mean, Road 2 and Column 5 look pretty likely at this point. They have 16 Cascade, so they could check off 14 Cascade, unless they don't want to. So we'll figure that out later, but it would seem to me like it's a likely choice if they want World Peace Metro, which does suck. But
I don't think they're gonna do World Peace and Metro. It's too late.
Yeah.
That space is so hard to make work because, like,
JKB got that down jump on the wall there, unfortunately. Okay, we see we see Zinpars collecting purples here in sand as well, likely going for that 50 regional in sand.
but it's also like a double dip because there's purchased 4 full costume sets on that same diagonal, which I'm pretty sure he's going.
Yeah, he could actually revisit Cascade to get the shop and purchase some outfits that way, but it's just the caveman outfit, right? Yeah.
Yeah, caveman outfit, but I don't think he's gonna do it just because he already has to do a revisit, and 4 is not that many.
Yeah, it's not that bad to get just a couple more coins to buy a regular yellow shop outfit, as opposed to loading up the Cascade, walking over to the shop. You know, you don't want to do that if you can avoid it.
Zinpars having a nice save on slots after messing up one of them. JKB about to mark another space.
Or he just won't mark atop the highest tower? Question mark.
Or he just won't mark it during the cutscene, which would be very...
Well, he did just get the moon atop the highest tower. He's not marking it because reasons, but he has it. Maybe he's too busy going fast. I don't know. Can't blame him. Ooh, he actually almost bonked with that roll boost there over the platform, but give him just enough height. That was pretty swag.
Zinpars doing a costume swap.
You always gotta go with the swag, man. Always.
I stand by my decision to always, if I'm purchasing a costume, I'm putting it on.
Heck yeah. Yep.
He
And going for the outfit room,
an interesting choice.
this is a slow moon. You have
It's
to wait.
really slow.
You have to wait for Mario to like finish dancing and playing his, little instrument there. Use little music notes coming out, and then there's this animation. You gotta wait for the moon, and then you get the moon. So interesting choice there. I mean, he does have the outfit, so like it's.
Oh,
available to him.
it's a space. Thank you, West Side.
I'm blind.
Dude. I did the exact same thing. I was like, what is
Wow.
Zinpars doing? Doesn't he know that this is?
Commentators don't know
good.
what's happening.
I don't know
Yeah.
how to read.
Dude, reading is hard. Also, there's a lot of text on screen. I'm gonna make excuses. Anyway. So another sub area here for JKB, getting more. He gets purples in here actually. He might also be going for 50, but maybe not as aggressively as Zinpars. We'll have to see. Yeah, I mean he went out of his way to get those two behind the cactuses there, so 50 might be on his mind here.
Yeah, he might also just be going for costume here.
But actually 50 is actually pretty good for this board because you can buy two purple outfits here in sand. You can get the what is it, the sombrero and the poncho, as well as the cowboy outfit.
Yep.
So kind of a good play there to go for these purples. You can just buy two outfits, knock out that, 2 of the 4 full costume sets. And there is also moon shards in the sand here if they're doing moon shards as well. Well, let's see. There is world peace, but they probably don't want that.
Yeah, they probably don't. But if they were going for world peace, they would have already been making a lot more progress towards it.
Yeah, for sure. And as well, inverted pyramid clip, as it's a clip, they agreed on it. It's available to them. They're not doing it. It's the fastest way to get world peace. So, probably not likely at this point. And here's Zinpars going into that same sub area as JKB goes to the bullet bill maze. Sub areas on sub areas, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, JKB's almost done with 10 sub areas. Or 10 minutes from sub areas.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be doing that space. He might be marking it pretty soon.
Yeah. Most sub areas in the game have 2 moons in them. Almost all of them have 2 moons in them. So if you want 10 moons from sub areas, that's generally 5 sub areas. So 3 in Cascade, these 2 in Sand. That'll be that goal done. Making sure
5
to get-
sub areas unless you're Vash. And then you get 1 moon and 2 sub areas.
Oh my god.
Listen, man.
Big brain.
The only thing I have going for me in my bingo run is my routing.
I mean, it's arguably the biggest part of it, because once you know how to do a sub area, once you know where you're going, you're pretty much gonna go as fast as you possibly can, and which is generally the same speed as most people who know that.
Whoa! That's
Generally the same speed. Generally the same speed as someone who knows how to do that room. But if you're having trouble deciding, or you just pick a route that's slower, that's worse. You're kind of at a disadvantage from the get-go. So picking the route is the biggest thing. Playing a lot is what allows you to go fast in each individual section. But nice Moai capture there from JKB.
Oh, almost fell into the goop.
Calculated, easy, game's free.
That Moai capture, man, it trips people up too much.
Yeah.
Oh my, Zinpars with the super down throw to hit a checkpoint.
He's like addicted to those down throws, man. Can't get
Listen,
enough.
Sometimes, he would do a sub area, and I hadn't, seen him ever do the sub area before, and I'm like, Zinpars, how did you work a down throw into this?
I mean, it does go farther than just a normal cap throw, so like it has advantages, but he just
And-
puts them everywhere. It's crazy.
And then like it'll be really weird when someone else just comes up and like, whoa, like in 100% or in all unique moons, this would be faster if I used this. I just didn't know this was even a thing. And Zinpars like, well, I mean,
But it's so easy. Okay, so here's JKB. He gets the purples on the Moai habitat, but he completely skips moon shards in the sand. It is one of the slower moon shards that you can get. So even if they're still going for that goal, they can't skip this one and still get it.
weird decision just to go like of all the 3 purples to go back and get.
Yeah. Save these for last. All right. Well, he's got 50 regionals in sand now. He might just go to the shop and buy some outfits.
You can only buy one of the sets if he does so, though.
Oh,
Which
that's
it looks
right.
like he is going to buy.
Yeah, you need actually, what is it, 65 coins to buy them both?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or 60.
Oh, no, 60.
Okay. Oh, it's 20 and 25. Okay, I thought it was
Yeah.
25 and 25. I'm bad.
Zinpars missed 1 purple from a set of 3 earlier, so now he's sitting at a awkward 39 purples. Well, 49.
Monka.
So now he's gotta decide which set of purples he just wants to go get 1 from.
Okay, JKB just marked all of his sand goals in one go. So he got 16 checkpoints. He got atop the highest tower, and he got 50 regionals in sand. I wasn't counting checkpoints, but it did look like he grabbed a bunch. I believe him.
Yeah. Both players have pretty much gone like all around the map, so
Yeah. Another down throw attempt. Oh my
this guy.
god. You know what? I respect it.
That was some slick movement to this Moai.
Mm-hmm. I've actually never seen anyone go from that checkpoint to here, so
Neither have I.
I was not aware of the distance, but Zinpars is. He knows.
Yeah, apparently.
So here's where we can see if JKB does anything unusual. And Zinpars rounding out his 50 regionals, by the way. So 14 Lake is a goal here. He goes straight away for taking notes in Lake, which is there are no note goals, right? Okay.
I'm double checking, man. I'm not having another outfit door sand.
Right. So this is purely just out of the way because he wants an extra moon. So I'm guessing 14 Lake is on his mind because of row 2.
Yeah.
This is the thing, you always have to double check. If you don't know what the runners are doing, you're like, all right, hold on, why are they doing this moon? So you just have to kind of guess up to that point, but yeah,
Zinpars now leaving.
yeah. We get 8 moons in the any percent route, so getting 6 additional ones is not that bad. They're pretty fast, actually, in Lake, if you know where they are. And Zinpar is actually revisiting Cap right now.
What's he going back there for? Moon shards?
There are 2 moon shard moons that you can collect in Cap. More purple coins? More purple coins.
Outfit.
Yep.
Gotta be.
So he already has all regional coins in one kingdom.